Hey y'all, and welcome back to more Honorbound.
We found new token.
I have a token,
Finally,
and
we have a
I've
token.
rolled initiative,
Oh, I will do
and I
the
think
same. This is my initiative.
Have rolled initiative and now have you. I mean, I think I should do the same. Okay, let's add chance to all of you. And initiative order. Desmond, what's your initiative?
6.
Okay. Hamara.
17.
I almost said Hermione. Sandor.
Did you know
17.
that in China there was released a sequel to Harry Potter books that was literally just The Hobbit replaced with Harry Potter character names?
That's awesome.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Why? Why would they do
Is
that?
it? Because China.
Because China.
Okay, well, you are faced with these creatures that have surprised you as much as you have surprised them. So let's see what your friends would do that have no idea what's going on.
Can we see these creatures? It almost
No.
looks
No.
like kind of behind brush.
They're behind the brush, and this is definitely like taller than them.
So I guess you're telling us we can't do anything? I mean,
No,
Desmond, what do you shout when you run behind? I mean, you said you ran behind the bush.
Yeah, he. What happened is that you saw him going in front of the tent, looking a bit to the side, eyes going wide, running.
Okay. Well, whose turn is it?
It's either of your turns.
Tie.
Depending,
So when on a tie, it's the highest initiative, right? Or it's the
Yeah.
highest.
the highest
Dex
dexterity
modifier.
modifier.
Your dex is what? Wow. Okay, go ahead. You go first.
Well, I guess I can't see anything, so I'll just keep moving up to see what he saw, and
When
eventually.
you get over under, you start seeing like the scruffy heads of these creatures.
Scruffy heads.
Yeah.
So I'll move to like here, and I'll make a prepared action that as soon as one of them attacks Desmond, I'll thorn
This
whip
is
it.
how the creatures look like. There was a one there.
Okay, I'm done.
Trying not to show their names because they double type it everywhere. Don't know why. Okay, so let's see who's next. Sandor, what's up?
I'm just trying. Is this a tree or is this a bush right here?
That is a tree. So this is
So
a
it's just a
how-
base. I mean, I can like walk next to it and around it.
Yeah, you can walk next to it
I mean,
around
so
it.
if I follow after Desmond, there's my 30 feet. Do I have line of sight of these creatures?
You definitely now have line of sight of the creatures.
So they look like humanoid.
Yeah, humanoid creatures, snout of a wolf. Actually more snout of a jackal than anything else. They're like their chest is actually devoid of hair, but they're pretty hairy otherwise, and have a scruffy hair tail.
All right. Well, I mark the first as my quarry. You shall die, abomination, and notch an arrow. And if I hit, I will probably obliterate this sucker. Eesh, 12.
12 is actually enough.
Seriously? All right.
It's actually enough, yeah.
RD8 plus
10.
D8 plus D6 plus 2. Bulge Rangers OP, 17 points of damage.
Wait, what? Where does the second D8 come in?
I am the Colossus Slayer.
What? The first
Colossus
time.
Slayer works. No, once per turn, add a D8.
Nice.
Yeah, rangers are pretty ridiculous.
Right, the creature is not dead. The creature is still alive, but it is severely wounded.
What fighting style did you take, Ryan?
2-weapon fighting.
I'm sorry, it only takes the extra D8 if it's below its hit point maximum.
Oh, okay. So the first one doesn't. So the first hit doesn't take. Okay.
I don't understand why that's the
It doesn't
case,
actually
but
take 4. 1 second.
Takes
So,
an extra. If it's below, it's.
so it needs to be attacked first. It needs to bleed and it needs to be wounded.
Okay. All right. I guess that makes sense.
Okay.
I don't know how that makes sense, like realistically, but I guess in terms of like bringing down a large creature.
I mean, Hordebreaker doesn't make any sense either, so.
So that's only 12 points of damage.
Okay. Hamara, what's up?
E6 come from?
Hunter's
I went already.
Oh, so yeah, your tokens were a bit awkwardly placed. This creature howls up in the sky. Ow! Ow! And you hear other howls coming in from short distances.
Okay.
And they take out their scimitars, but before they do anything else, they position themselves behind. One positions themselves behind this tree, over on there, and one puts himself right in front of Desmond.
Mm-hmm.
This guy over on here is going to look at Desmond. And Desmond, you meet his eyes. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
I meet his eyes? Are you sure? I'm kind of
I
stupid.
am sure you meet his eye.
Okay.
Does it look like he's attacking Desmond?
It seems like he's concentrating on Desmond. He's doing this.
Oh, a wisdom
prob-
save?
I would probably interpret that as attack, and my ready to action would go off.
You seriously want to like, can't you pick a less
No.
detrimental saving throw for me to make?
What is this?
So what happens is that Desmond is like, oh, it's your fight.
Which one is this? Is this the one in front of Neil or
The one the one in the back, like the one behind Neil. Looked at Neil, and
If he's
Desmond,
behind me, how does he look at me? How do I make eye
No.
contact with him if he's behind me?
He's not behind.
No,
it's the one in
no.
the tree. It's in front of you.
behind that one, the one behind that one. So this one over on here.
Is he casting a spell or is
He is not casting a spell,
using
no.
some weird gaze attack?
He is using some weird gaze attack from what it seems like. As I said, he
Is
stares
he in
at
the tree or
Desmond at
below
this-
the tree?
Below the tree.
Don't you think I should get some sort of advantage on my saving throw for so many branches
No.
blocking and that distance? I mean, what is this? This is 30. This is almost 40 feet. It's really hard to make eye contact with someone
the
from
guy
40
is
feet
actually,
away.
Sorry, the guy is actually sitting at 30 feet from you.
Now
That's
he
it.
moves. Okay.
No. He cannot do his ability more than 30 feet, so he needs to be at 30 feet. Gumble. You fall and start just sweeping.
I see how it is. I've got 19 AC and I resist damage by 3, so you don't kill me, you just put me to sleep so people can kill me in my sleep. I see how it goes, Chucky.
It's a lot easier.
Yeah. All right.
So which one was this? Was this my prey or was this?
This was your prey, the one in the back, yeah, the one that moved in the back, and this one looks at the guy on the ground, licks his tongue, but lunges at you.
At me?
Yeah, at you. Okay, for attack we have a 17.
That'll do it.
I'm guessing my 9 misses.
Your 9 misses on an attack. You know the AC. You just literally hit it.
Why doesn't
I didn't.
Roll20 have a sleeping icon?
It has a sleeping icon.
Because
Actually.
you right click on your dude.
I don't see the sleeping icon.
There it is. It's literally the second one.
That's a sleeping icon? That's not a sleeping
That's
icon.
worse. It should be Z's or something.
Yeah, it should
Oh,
totally
that's-
be Z's. It'd be way easier to be Z's.
Yeah, it would, but that's the sleeping icon. It's Abe from what's the game name?
Oddworld?
Oddworld, yeah.
That's Abe from
Sleeping.
Oddworld?
I don't. I think so. I'm not
I
sure.
don't
That's
think
how
so.
it
I
looks
think you're
like
full
to
of
me.
shit, Chucky.
That's how it looks to me.
I loved Oddworld,
That's
though.
my
That was a great
personal
game.
intimidation. Yes, I love
That
the
was
first game.
really hard.
Okay, so let's see about our damage with a scimitar. That's a d6. You take 7 points of damage from the scimitar slashing at your side, Sandor.
Ah.
Desmond, you are still unconscious. Anyone who wants to know a bit more about this, you can do an Arcana check. Hamara, if you want to know anything about more about what just happened.
I think
But
my
before
Arcana is like. Yeah, no, whatever.
Okay, so what do you do on your turn?
So he's not in the tree, which would have been very convenient.
No,
He's
he's
just-
just underneath it.
It's just standing there. All right. I will sneak up behind the individual with the tail and hit him in the back.
Eat him.
Okay, you sneak behind the individual. You have advantage to that hit.
All right, I'll roll another d20 to see if I crit, but otherwise it's 10 damage. Yeah, it's 10 damage.
Okay, 10 points of damage to the creature, and he. Ah! Okay, Sander, your turn.
I will keep still holding my bow just in my left hand. I'll draw a short sword and run it into this creature's gut. Oops, I do have advantage, don't I? Because he's flanked. Shit. Nope, not gonna do it.
Okay, you got that's a fail.
I think I actually would have dropped my bow.
Because you can't actually do it any other way. You need to drop your bow and get another weapon out. If
I
you
can
wanna.
keep a bow held in my offhand. I mean, not
Yeah.
usable as a weapon, but just like as an object.
Yeah, good point. If you don't have a shield, yeah, you can.
Yeah, but I would drop it so that I can draw my blade next turn, I guess.
So let's see what happens with the creatures yet again. This one in the back moves actually behind this log over on here and tries to meet Sandor's gaze. Sandor?
I avoid it.
Honestly, declare it. You can't. You can actually declare that you're looking down as you're fighting, but that's going to be a disadvantage as you hit. Every time you hit.
I mean, I'm looking at the creature in front of me, not at it. But sure, whatever. I mean, that's what the wisdom save is, right?
Yep.
You wisely look away.
Oh, more than enough. More than enough to shake this thing off. And this guy, this jackal-looking creature, is going to try and attack you with his scimitar yet again. Okay, that is a 20 to hit.
Sure.
4 points of damage.
All right.
Okay. Desmond, you're still down. By the way, you are down for 10 minutes.
Jesus.
Or until something else happens, but you don't know much else besides that.
I don't know anything. I'm asleep, dreaming of
You're asleep.
large-breasted women.
I mean, I kind of stepped on him when I was running past, so.
Yeah. That didn't do anything.
Okay. Good to know.
Okay, Hamar, go.
I'm gonna take out this guy. Just keep hitting on him.
Weapon do you use?
It's a shillelagh staff. For another 7 points of damage.
Okay, another 7 points of damage. This creature is really yapping and it's not looking good at all.
All right, my turn.
Sander, your turn.
15 to hit.
15 to hit, that is a hit.
I will just use a regular attack. 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage is not going to take the creature down. It's still up. It's not looking that good, but
Why
it's
didn't you
still up.
Colossus Slayer?
I thought that one hit would have killed it because I only get that
Yep.
one turn. D. Actually, let me double check that wasn't a crit, just in case.
Ooh,
So
almost.
close, so close. And another 20. Okay, and then I just absolutely obliterate this guy's corpse, and I give a bellowing war cry. Takes 13 points of damage,
Woo! Okay.
and I hope that intimidates his friend.
How do you kill this creature?
So my first attack was just a glancing blow, and that frustrates me, and I just plunge my short sword into his gut and wrench it out at an awkward angle, spilling his entrails onto the floor, onto the dirt. And then I proceed to step on his corpse as I sprint past him, leaping onto this, I don't know, around this log and closing with the jackal in front of me.
Okay. So you enclose with that jackal over on there, and on its turn, the jackal is unsure of what to do, but then you start hearing howls, and on the other side of the river. Second. You can see about 4. Definitely, these are full-fledged jackals, like creatures, not humanoid in any sense, sitting and howling threateningly at you. These creatures are not sure. There they are.
They're on the other side of the river.
They're on the other side of the river, right there. Yeah. But there's 4 of them, and the token doesn't want to copy over for some reason. Roll 20 is behaving laggily. Or either that or it's my shitty computer. Okay, there's 2 more besides that. So let's see what happens with their turn. He's gonna try and disengage. And then move out on you. Through the river, swimming at only half speed. So that would be... Oh, no, actually... He is currently swimming, and he's getting over on there. Oh, now
So he has-
the...
Yeah, okay.
Gone?
Well, he should move at like a quarter speed. Like he uses half of his movement to disengage.
Yeah, half of his
And he
movement...
swims.
No, that's an action to disengage.
Yeah.
Okay, he uses his action
he-
to disengage.
Disengage, and then he has his normal movement, and in swimming, you only move half your speed. Okay, so he moves about exactly 20 feet away from you.
His speed's 40. Wow.
Okay, Desmond, you're still asleep. This guy is
Yep,
dead.
still asleep.
What's up, Hamani?
Do I have advantage for attacking him while he's swimming?
Yes, definitely.
Back attack at least. Yeah.
So 14's a hit.
That's a hit.
He
Are you
takes
thorn whipping or something.
I'm thorn whipping. He takes 7 damage and is pulled 10 feet closer to me.
Well, the 7 damage doesn't really matter. His corpse starts drifting down the stream. The jackals on the other side scream even wilder.
No, well, no. If he's pulled 10 feet closer to me, that means I could like reach out. I guess as like
He is basically 10 feet away from you, so that's about 3 meters. You can't quite reach 3 meters out.
yeah. Could I? I have movement left though. I could like move out to here and grab the body. And
If
just
you want to, yeah,
pull
you
it
can
up onto
definitely
shore.
do that.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's probably loot on him. I don't want the loot
Okay,
to float
you
away.
pull up his body. That's definitely feasible, especially that you have a phone whip around him.
Okay, that's my that's the end of my turn.
Okay, Sandor, what's up?
All right. I will howl back at the jackals across the river. Howl! I will go back over to where I dropped my bow, drop my short swords. As part of my attack, I will reach down, pick my bow up off the ground, arrow from my belt, use a bonus action to change my mark to this jackal here, and take a shot across the river. D20 plus 4. Shit, 11. Nope.
Not enough. The jackals like snarl at you, but they reluctantly move out. Not in your direction.
Oh,
So they flee?
Day 3, yeah.
Alright.
Okay. Unless do you want to pursue? That will be the
We
end.
will
of the
eventually. First, yeah. I mean, we can go out of initiative if that's what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All right, let's wake up Desmond. Can I shake him awake?
You spend your whole action to shake him awake, and you're like, wake up! And he.
All right. As soon as he's conscious, I pick up my swords, sheathe them, sling my arrow over my back.
What
go back to my
happened?
dog.
Got stared at real hard and fell asleep.
I didn't fall asleep.
Oh, you fell asleep. It was pretty cute.
What? No, I got magicked.
Your first big fight, you got all tuckered up.
What do you mean my first big fight? I've been in lots of fights before.
Yeah, with all that new gear.
All right. As soon as Desmond's up, I'm gonna start circling around the river with my donkey.
What happened? What happened?
We won.
But what happened?
You kind of had to be there, and be awake. Oh, you're never hearing the end of this.
So, Chucky, I'm gonna circle around to that ridge that the
Whatever, I get
jackals were
experience
on.
anyway.
Okay, you circle around, and besides the prince, he's definitely going up north from here. You don't really see much.
Yeah. So I will catch the trail.
What's on the bodies?
On the bodies, you find normal farmers' items, but there's something that is changed. There is a letter on one of them sprayed out in very Advent common, saying, "If you and your brother will meet me at this point by the river, I will show you the way of eternal love." Signed,
They're baiting people with love, promises of love.
signed Mr. D.
Mystery. Who's mystery?
Oh, I heard
No.
Mr. D.
Mr. D, that's what it's signed as.
Yeah.
Mr. D. Yeah.
So they're luring lovers here and then giving them the D.
Hmm.
So I only
Actually-
get
Yeah. I actually
I
went
only get a
on
10 on my track.
the other bodies, but that's disturbing. Like, what was on the enemy bodies?
On the enemy bodies, on the one that both of them are still here. You can find what seems to be shredded crows, so definitely human crows. But besides that, not much. On one of them, though, you do find a ring, small golden ring, nondescript. And on the other guy, you find about 10 golden pieces.
Alright.
I think we agreed on even shares between everybody. So that's 3 to you, 3 to you, and I guess or 3 to you, 3 to me, and I guess I need to pay you for today anyway. So 4 to you, Sandor.
I'm on the other side of the river, tracking our enemies.
I look up like, oh, where'd Sandor go?
He's tracking the jackals. Come on, we need to catch up.
I thought you said that it was over. I thought we said we had won.
We won the battle. There's a war. Come on.
Okay. All right. Well, I wish you would fill me in on these things when I asked you to. I feel like I'm being left out, and I'm the leader here. So really, just come on, let's just lead the way.
Of course you're the leader, but the leader just delegates. Everyone else does the real work.
Let's go. Let's go.
Alright. I'll catch up to Sandor. I'll be like, I think we should track them down. It seems like they're luring people here on purpose.
So Chucky, I only rolled a 10 on my survival check to track the creatures. I don't know what sort of effort they made to continue their tracks.
They did not make any effort in keeping on their tracks. You saw the creatures, you saw where they were, you know where the tracks start. I would say that's a pass.
All right, then by the time you guys get onto my side of the river, I'm probably already following their tracks.
Well, I'll eventually catch up to you because I move faster than you do.
Yeah, I think you have to. Do you have to move at half speed to follow tracks? Does anyone know?
I don't think so.
Although if you're not there, that means I have to follow the tracks on my own. I roll a 21 to follow the tracks, so...
Okay, easily enough you can find the tracks. Not even really seeing where the creatures were before. Oh, no, those are the tracks.
So I'm like a minute behind Sandor.
Now, considering that your movement speed is faster, you can easily catch up.
Yeah. But that means Desmond will then be a minute behind us.
Desmond,
Right.
what's your movement
Desmond's
speed?
with you. Well, he's a little
Yeah.
bit behind because he's lower than you. But
Oh, I'm also
not,
slightly encumbered. My movement is normally
are?
30, but I am medium. I'm at medium encumbrance. Does that have it or put into a third? So I'm going at 20 now.
minus 10. You're moving at 20.
I'm moving at 20.
You didn't think to bring this up before?
Well, we weren't in a
This
fight
would've changed
before.
everything.
Doesn't change shit.
It didn't. You don't remember the very beginning of the first session? It changes everything.
It changes literally everything.
And we're still getting the line. Anyway, I'll eventually catch up to
I
Sandor.
bought a donkey so I wouldn't be encumbered, and here you are slowing us down. That's why it took so long. That's why it's dark right now.
Speaking of which, why? Where's your donkey during all this?
With us, I mean, the donkey would have been somewhere by the trail during the fight.
Did you grab it when you left off, or just you leave it there?
Yeah, I declared that I took the donkey with me on the other side of the river.
Sandor,
Okay.
there's your beautiful donkey.
Yeah. The donkey speed is 40, so it's fine.
Yeah.
So eventually I catch up.
What the fuck did?
What
What are you doing with my donkey?
Who drew an ass on the stream?
Alright.
Okay.
Eventually I
So
catch
we're-
up to Sandor. I'll be like, I think Desmond's a little slow. It's going to take a while for him to catch up.
I'm coming!
So if they're following, I will slow to movement 20.
Okay. Hamara, do you slow to movement 20?
So,
The question was rhetoric. I'm just joking.
I want to scout ahead, but I can't really scout and stealth if I don't move at half speed, in which case I'm moving at 17, basically.
So what do you do? That's the question.
I'll keep following the actually, I'll move at my full speed, and I'll keep following the tracks until they so there's a certain distance between footprints that indicates some running. If the footprints ever get closer together, I'll start stealthing.
Okay. So a bit of a deja vu coming to you, Sandor.
Yeah.
Right now. As you continue on following
I'll
the
be
tracks.
fine. But Hamara's gonna get herself killed one of these days. Well, maybe not because Druid's OP. But so, yeah.
Okay, so you guys follow the tracks. You actually don't follow them for very much. Hamara, the tracks start getting closer together.
I start
Desmond,
stealthing.
Did you give me money?
Okay.
I haven't given you any money yet.
Okay. About the loot. From
Actually,
the
I use
So I
one
was
of
on-
my wild shapes to change into the weasel again. So I have a speed of 40 now. So my half speed will be 20, and I get a +5 to stealth.
You don't. I mean, yeah. Give me a stealth.
So I'm a tiny creature with a stealth of 23.
So you guys continue on. You're lagging behind. You're maybe about 20 minutes behind at this point right now.
We've gone that far.
Yeah, we're 3 hours almost in. As about 2-3 hours, you start following. Then
We're like
Stop,
3 hours into following these
No.
tracks. Hold
No,
on.
absolutely not.
No way.
No,
I'm not
hey,
following these tracks for
I'm
3 hours.
waiting. I'm waiting. You guys pay attention to what I say. Tell me if you don't want to follow it that much.
No. After
you know, I should've
after like
asked.
10
Yeah.
minutes or 20
Yeah,
minutes
I
of following
should've
tracks,
asked.
I'm like, Hamara, Desmond, or Sanzor. But
Yeah, I'm on
is
the
this
same
really worth
page.
it? Can't we just keep
After-
going on the road?
So, yeah. So Hamara follows them. Do you follow them all the way, Hamara?
I explained about the letter, right? How they're luring people here on purpose.
Yeah. I mean, you're not that far. Like
I
10
know
minutes
nothing
after
about
that, you
what-
can still hear it.
No, I explained it when I caught up to you.
Not. I mean, I didn't catch any of that. Not in character. I didn't hear anything about a letter,
No.
unless we were like retconning that in or something.
As I said, this is only 10 minutes in, so you can still see her in front of you.
10. No, you can't. 10 minutes. She'll be 10.
This is a sparsely wooded area near
times
a river, and you
100.
would
Yeah,
actually get. Yeah,
yeah,
you'd
but
able to
She'll be a
see
couple
it.
hundred feet. So maybe
Yeah,
we
should be
can,
two
like,
football
run
fields in
through.
front of us.
I mean, I can stop. And
If it's wooded, we definitely couldn't see her. But
All right.
So
So
this is a sparsely wooded area.
10 minutes, and they're still like they're running due north.
They seem to be running due north, yeah.
Okay. I would probably. I mean, sure. 10 minutes. I would turn around. Maybe I'll shout ahead. Hamara, this isn't worth it.
I'll come back.
Turning
to the
back.
party and be like, but didn't you see the letter? I'll show them the letter. They're luring these people to their deaths on purpose.
but there's
What does the
treasure
letter
in the
say?
cave.
Well, I mean,
And
Presumably
honestly, I
there's
mean,
treasure with a bunch of road bandits who developed an intricate system of luring their victims.
well, then wouldn't it be better to pose as lovers and try and ambush them rather than chasing them?
What does the letter say?
Come to the river with your brother, and it'll give you the secret to eternal love. Signed, Mr. D. Not suspicious at all.
All right.
I mean, if we want to get these jackals or whatever these creatures are, what were those, by the way?
If you're
Can
under
I
a nature
roll
check, I can tell you.
nature?
They were basically jackals, right?
The
Look like-
humanoid creatures that we saw?
Oh, I don't know what those were.
Sander, you have absolutely no idea.
I guess
Anybody
that's
can do a nature.
It's a nature check, right?
Yeah,
It
anybody
should
can
be
do nature.
+1, but it doesn't actually matter.
Oh yeah, -1.
You're not even sure that they were jackals.
Yeah, you only saw them for like a few seconds.
One
before
second, I can't remember if I'm trained in nature or survival. Oh no, nature's int, so it's actually just 7.
None of you have any idea what those creatures are.
Alright. So after 10 minutes, I had shouted that I was going back. I guess he brought us the letter, but I'm turning around and going back to the corpses.
You don't think this is worth like looking into?
Walking off into the woods at random? I mean,
It's not random. We're following tracks.
but we already have a plan.
Well, how long has this forgotten tomb been there? It'll be there just as much in the future.
Maybe.
These woods are full of beasts that feast upon foolish men.
Why don't we just wait here and ambush them like they ambushed these people? Right? Like if
I
this
mean,
is their ambush spot,
okay.
can't we set up something here and
Yeah, sure.
Desmond,
I think that will take even longer, but we could do that.
Desmond, if you would like to pay me to sit here in the woods waiting for jackals, I am happy to sit and wait.
I don't really want to pay you to sit here in the woods waiting for jackals. There's no treasure out there, and I want to go get the treasure from the cave.
You know, we got 10G just from killing 2 of them, and there's at least 4 more of them, right?
They had gold?
Oh yeah, here's
your
your
share.
4 gold. I handed it to you. That includes today's pay, by the way.
Sure. Yes, understood. In
Um,
fact, I'm surprised to get more than my share. But I'm happy that your math skills are poor and that you didn't quite understand the arrangement in the same way that I did.
yeah.
Alright, so Sandor is heading back to the human bodies. So is this conversation happening while the rest of the party?
You're not excited by the idea of more gold?
I think it's hard for me to imagine. Well, I don't know.
We could kill road
Wait.
bandit and profit.
It's not
I'm not
about
gonna
the
go
money. If I
wandering
wanted
in the
money, I
woods.
would have just stayed at home. I'm after the real treasure. Piles
The
and
sun is
piles of
setting.
gold,
Are you-
magic weapons,
Are you
artifacts.
Are you after a fight? Are you after a fight where you don't fall asleep?
You know, I was enchanted by those witches of the woods, and frankly, I don't feel like going after any more wood witches, wood dog witches, bitches, thingy.
Oh, so you think they're too much for you? I understand. We'll go back.
No, we go forward.
So you want to go after the jackals?
No. Did
I'm not
Sandor,
sure
can
why
you
they're
talk
having
to
a
this thing?
conversation. Chucky, I'm back at the corpses inspecting them for how they were killed. And
So
Anything
upon
that
inspecting
might
it,
be
give it like 5 minutes. It's pretty easy to find a couple of disconcerting details. They seem to both have been bitten by something that looks like a wolf bite on their hands. And looking
Perhaps a jackal.
closer, perhaps, you're not sure. It actually looks like the bite is bigger. You've just been bitten by one of these creatures. Seems like the
No, I
bite is a
haven't.
bit. No, sorry, but you saw its snout right in front of you as it was slashing at you. It seems like they died of some kind of shock. They've definitely been here. The bodies have been here for a day and something.
So they've been bitten, but the bites didn't kill them. The
The
shock
bites didn't
killed
kill
them?
him. No, the shock killed him.
Having a hard time imagining or figuring out how I would figure that out. But whatever
Their
you say.
faces are contorted, white, and there's literally no other mark on them besides that.
Aside from the huge monster jackal bites.
On their hands that don't seem to have bled much.
Okay. But they're certainly dead.
They are 100% dead.
Do they have any identifying marks or sigils or anything I could bring back to town to identify them?
None. Actually, the woman has a birthmark on her left thigh.
What am I doing up there? We'll leave that as it is. Okay. All right. I will note this, and I'm going to prepare to. I'm going to get back on the road and continue heading west. Unless where's the rest of the party during this?
What is the rest of the party doing this?
I want to get everyone back on the road and heading down onto the next town of Kawwick.
Hamara, do you have anything compelling to add, or are we back on the road?
I'll just. I'm. You know, I'm looking forward to getting my share of the treasure. I relate to Desmond the story of brave Sir Robin.
What do you do?
He ran away.
Doesn't sound very brave.
Exactly.
I don't understand. Are you saying that we're running away?
No, of course not.
Because those guys ran away from us. They're the cowards.
Right.
Right.
True. They may be jackals, but we are the bears.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They ran away from us after killing those innocent people. Now they'll kill more innocent people.
No one is innocent in this world.
It's not our job. That's what taxes are for. Look, we have bigger fish to fry. We can't go just chasing every single set of bandits that come our way. That's... I mean,
Yeah, it's something that only adventurers would do. You're right.
no, adventurers set their own destiny. They set their own fate. They don't listen to the whims of the world that blow them this way and that.
Okay.
Sandor...
I am with you. I see no point in hunting down these animals. Jackal pelts are notoriously mangy. They do not make good coats.
So the rest of the journey, I guess, is spent in awkward silence.
I think
Slightly.
we're having conversations similar to this.
I'm humming. I'm humming "Brave Sir Robin Ran Away's" anthem.
But feel free to operate that. Good enough. So you get to the town of Kawwick a bit after the sun sets. And the town seems unchanged from what you've seen before. There is something, though, that you have not seen before. The only inn in town, the Wayfarer's Rest, where you have been before. Now there is a carriage, a quite fancy-looking carriage in front of it. Besides that, there are a few people moving on the streets. And inside of the tavern, normal amount of people, 5-10 people. and the bartender, John Riggett, I think was his name, if I remember correctly. Rook's eyes going wide at seeing you, Hamari, and you, Sandor, bellowing very loudly. They're back! The heroes are back!
Oh, I take it by your greeting that your daughter made it back safe and sound?
Yes, the man that gave here, monks, they say. Treated them to my best rooms. I rather thought you were dead or something happened to you when I saw them.
No, we just had to take care of the rest of the goblins. Figured your daughter was better off far, far away from that place.
I appreciate that. Well, come, let us sit, let us eat. That is still the matter of the reward I promised you.
You guys know each other?
I'd forgotten. I ignored Desmond and I followed the innkeeper to a table and drink and food.
Sits down, yeah, drink and food, a lot of drink, and actually the best drink. He snatches and opens a small bottle of dwarven spirits. Last one I have. Oh, this is gonna be good. Thank you for that. Straight from Onskar. He sloshes the dwarven spirits on the ground and starts pouring for each of you. Looking at Desmond. Who's this youngin?
I am Desmond, and these are my companions, but you already seem to know them.
Aren't you a bit too young? For that
Excuse
armor?
me? I am a hardened and seasoned adventurer.
Whatever you say, youngin. What you saying, Desmond? Desmond. Well, let's drink, friends.
No, it's true. Battles are so unexciting for him these days. He just sleeps right through them.
Oh, have I ever told you the story? My grandfather told me about fighting a sphinx that turned half an army and just they all fell asleep. And he continues on relating like adventuring stories.
I comment on how this dwarven ale is subpar, and I've had better.
Ouch.
How much do you drink?
Very little.
Good choice.
I snatch it away from you and drink your share.
It is a very hard drink. If you drink more than one little what do you? I'm missing on the word.
Shot?
Shot. If you drink any more than one little shot, you'll have to start giving me some Constitution saving throws.
Do you shoot it? I would sip it.
Yeah.
You really-
Seems like a sipping drink.
It's
You can shoot it. You can sip it. I mean, every sipping drink can be shot as well. Well, most of them.
all right. So I drink Desmond's share to know.
Yeah,
that.
absolutely no problem. And it's great.
I'll sip on one tumbler of it for like a good 3 or 4 hours.
All right.
Okay.
So does John have any news, or does he just tell stories?
He just tells stories. There's no news. Actually, if you ask for news, do you?
Not explicitly, beyond just small talk over the course of the evening.
Okay. He just mentions noble lady in town. Looking to hire bodyguards for her to get to Valark. She's been sitting here for about 2 days.
We are on our way to Valark on the morning. Where may I find this woman? I say in hushed tones, hoping that Desmond doesn't hear.
She is up.
So much competition.
She's still up. I think she's sleeping. I can send my girl up, see if she's not.
Yes, please do. Otherwise, I can talk to her in the morning.
Okay, I'll have her up. Cindy, go up, see what noble lady is doing. She's awake. Tell her we have some very powerful hands. I can accredit to them. Down here, looking for jobs. And Cindy kind of like goes up. And
we have a job already, and we're busy on it. I don't think we need to spend any more time with you. You know,
I give Desmond a glare.
strange queer folk.
He
Hillbillies,
looks at you
really.
again, smiling at Desmond as if smiling at somebody who's very young, doesn't really much taking any emotion in what he's saying. He brings it. Before I forget. Oh, I promised this for all of you, but I gave some to the monks. But I think this should be okay. He puts like 2 little satchels of gold in front of you.
I hand one to Hamari and take the other myself.
And it's about 75 gold.
75
Jesus.
gold?
Well, he is an
Promise-
ex-adventurer.
He's an ex-adventurer, and he was basically the town founder.
I don't think we agreed on anything. He just said there would be a
Yeah.
reward, and we said we didn't care.
My jaw drops when I like take a peek inside the pouch.
See, that's most of my that's all of my formal route. I will help you more. I don't really quite need it. I make more than enough to sustain myself here.
Wow. You said you gave a share to the monks. One of
Yes.
their numbered fell to the goblins.
Yes, at first, as I said, I thought. Yeah, they explained the story. I couldn't really not give them anything. They did bring her safely here.
Yes. Well, I thank you for your generosity, and I'm grateful that your daughter made it home safe. So does the noblewoman come down that evening or not?
It takes about 10-15 minutes. Usually, noblemen do that. And she does calm down. What seems to be one grizzled, actually scarred on one eye, guard in armor. He has a greatsword on his back, and he just sits himself like one table away from all of you, just looking. She says, "Hello, John, are these the people?" Yes. He goes up, draws a church for her. This is Lady Sarnath.
I stand and bow. My manners are all of a sudden on when it's business.
She's in town looking for some bodyguards to go to Valark, and my lady, there are no better bodyguards than these. She kind of like looks at you and says, and does like 2, 3. He's like, doesn't know whether to say 2 or 3.
That's fine.
Okay, and there's 3
Lady is-
people.
As fate would have it, we are also traveling to Valark and south. We would be happy to share the road with you. It is a long stretch, and it is best traveled with, or best shared with companions.
Okay.
Guess we could do some other people on the road. Might be nice to have someone to actually talk to.
Well, that's all. Yes, that sounds quite good. I'll pay you 2 gold for the night, for each night that you stay with the cavern. I'll have Czar over there deal with accounting and everything.
Is
I
that
spent
2
all this
gold,
money on it in a low magic world.
2 gold each, or two gold?
2 gold, all of you.
Very well.
Okay. Well,
We plan to set out at first light. Is this agreeable to you?
yes, very much so. I've been standing in this little town for way too much. Looking at Desmond, you're fashionably dressed, but do you know how to use that sword?
Why does everyone
This is
keep
not-
saying that to me?
I'll actually get up and whisper in Desmond's ear. It's because your armor's so shiny. People who've actually fought battles have dings.
I happen to get my weapons shined and polished most recently when I before I left Onskar. The finish and the care that I provide for my weapons is indicative of the love I have for battle. I think a warrior's sword and shield should be polished to a bright shine. Dents and scratches are a
Czar.
sign of lack of care for your tools.
Czar, the guard in the back, kind of.
Yes, and that's why you were here, I say to him, like making eye contact, working as a guard in a shitty side town while I am off doing wonderful things. Look at you. You look a mess.
Desmond, hold your tongue. Milady, I cannot vouch for his skill with a sword, but I will ensure that he does not hinder our journey.
I storm off, upset.
She smiles. Well, if you want
I am quite... Go on.
his skill to be tested, I'm sure after those words, Czar will be very grateful to test him. It seems that the man looks nobly dressed but has no idea about guards.
Or courtesy, it would seem.
Yes. Well, very few people know what true courtesy is.
He is young. He has much to learn of the ways of the world.
Well, I need my beauty sleep. I will see you on the morning.
Good night, milady.
Oh, and like pointing at Hamari, I expect that you have use of the arcane.
A witch? Most certain. I look to the side.
I have dealt with.
You do not need to be concerned.
I have dealt with adventuring parties before. One thing I do request: when we are near civilization, because I might request more services of you when we get to Valark. I would very much like you that she behaves like a lady in waiting, and not any kind of sorceress, please. Reputation is at stake in situations like that.
Not sure. I'm not sure I'm cut out to be a lady in waiting. I'm more of a performance kind of gal. I break out my cup and balls and be like, do my routine, like pick a cup.
Milady, you may not be aware of my reputation, but I assure you that I will allow for no sorcery whilst we are in my presence. Hamara will behave herself.
That is good to hear. Thank you. Your name is?
Sandor Rouse.
Natural magic is technically not sorcery,
Very
Ranger.
good to meet you, Sandor. I have very few adventurers that manner such as yourself. And says that is it for tonight. I shall see you tomorrow. And she walks upside. Upside.
Upstairs.
She goes up. Yeah.
All right. I assume we're able to get food and drink without paying. Actually, now we're pretty flush, so what do we care? I can trade my donkey in for a horse.
Oh yeah, I guess we could buy horses.
Nah, probably won't bother. But
Okay.
could.
Probably don't have a good horse.
Desmond,
now.
do you like in that evening? Do you?
I mean, I
What's up?
storm off for a little while, walk around for a bit, get some fresh air, come back, book a room, and go to sleep. I go to sleep early and really try and get up with sunrise the next day.
Okay. So you know what? Give me another D20. Let's
You
see.
shouldn't really, unless he asks for it, you shouldn't make him have to roll.
I don't know. He really mentioned that he doesn't wake up at hours like that, so that's why.
Justin,
Clearly,
your
these
sleep
rolls are
schedule's
voluntary.
These rolls are kind of voluntary, but.
He also could have paid someone to wake him up who does wake up on time.
I could
He
get a
thought of it.
knocker.
All right,
Are
so
you
I
gonna get a knocker?
No, I go to bed and I just try and wake up early.
So in the morning, I will will pack up my donkey and meet the. I don't know. Get set up with the carriage outside, and I'll come and wake Desmond up. if
Okay,
he's not
so
out there.
yeah, he's not out there right there, right now.
I'm gonna
Desmond?
knock on his room.
I wake up then and I'm here. Come on. Let's go. Let's get out of here.
Do you have a
It's okay.
backpack?
We know you need your beauty sleep.
I don't even say anything to him.
You certainly didn't get enough rest yesterday.
Say to her.
Her.
I mean, even with that voice, you can't really say him.
Desmond, do you have a backpack?
I do.
Would you like to load up my ass?
Yes. I put my backpack on your ass, and that's literally. And now I'm no longer encumbered.
And with that,
Is that offer available to us weak-limbed little women too?
yes, women are entitled to load my ass,
Okay.
as well as the gentleman.
I go and buy a backpack and then stick my gold in it, which I can't carry without being encumbered. And put it on the donkey.
Oh, really?
I have a
Okay.
strength of 8.
There's
Okay.
saddlebags, so you can. I mean, if you probably don't even need to buy a backpack, you can just like.
Yeah. Well, all I owned up to this point was a sack, so I go buy a real backpack.
Actually, that is a good point. I think with all that gold. Be encumbered as well.
I'm literally 1 pound from being encumbered with the stuff that I carry on me. So
Yeah. I had it pretty well carried out. I probably will have. Yeah, I'll keep my gold on the donkey as well. This is going to be an expensive donkey if it gets. Everyone keep an eye on the donkey. Keep an eye on the ass.
it's a single point of failure.
So many no-nos with the ass.
Okay. So should we take our final break?
I think this is a very good point to take
Alright.
up on the break, yeah? All of you
Let's
taking
do it, and we'll see you
breakfast?
guys in a few minutes.
In a couple.
Goodbye.